Marco Polo, born in 1254 in the Republic of Venice, emerged from a lineage of merchants whose ventures across the Mediterranean had already begun to carve out a path for trade and exploration. His father, Niccolo, and uncle Maffeo were seasoned travelers who had journeyed as far as the court of Kublai Khan, the Mongol emperor of China. Their tales of wealth, exotic cultures, and distant lands ignited a spark in young Marco, who yearned to see the world beyond the familiar canals of Venice. In 1271, when Marco was just 17, he embarked on an epic journey that would span nearly 2 decades. Accompanied by his father and uncle, he set out on a path that would take him through the heart of Asia, into the realms of the Mongols, and deep into the wonders of China. Their journey commenced overland, traversing the Silk Road, a network of trade routes that connected the East and West. The Silk Road was not merely a conduit for goods, it was a tapestry of cultures, languages, and ideas, and Marco was about to become one of its most illustrious chroniclers. As they traveled through the vast deserts of Central Asia and the rugged mountains of the Pamirs, Marco was struck by the diversity of the people they encountered. Each region had its own customs, languages, and belief systems. From the bustling bazaars of Samarkand to the nomadic tribes of the steppes, Marco absorbed the sights and sounds around him, his curiosity insatiable. The Mongolian plains were vast and desolate, yet they pulsed with life. He witnessed the fierce horsemanship of the nomads and their deep connection to the land. Crossing into the Mongol Empire, Marco and his family found themselves in the court of Kublai Khan, who welcomed them with open arms. The Khan, a man of great vision and ambition, recognized the potential of trade and cultural exchange. Marco quickly became a favorite at court, where he marveled at the opulence surrounding him. He observed the administrative prowess of the Mongolian Empire, a vast territory that stretched from Eastern Europe to the Sea of Japan. The Khan's court was a melting pot of cultures, filled with scholars, merchants, and diplomats from various regions, each contributing to a rich tapestry of knowledge. During his time in China, Marco Polo traveled extensively, documenting his experiences and the wonders he encountered. He visited cities like Hangzhou, described as the most splendid city in the world, with its beautiful lakes and bustling markets. He marveled at the grand architecture, the intricate canals, and the sophistication of Chinese society. He witnessed the use of paper money, a revolutionary concept that would influence economic systems across the globe. Marco's keen observations extended to the customs of the Chinese, their festivals, and their culinary delights, all of which would later intrigue European audiences. Marco also ventured to the southern regions, where he encountered the vibrant cultures of the Chinese provinces. He was fascinated by the diversity of languages, the artistry of silk production, and the intricate craftsmanship of porcelain. Each region had its own unique identity, yet they were all interconnected through the vast network of trade. Marco Polo became an ambassador of sorts, translating the wonders of the East to the West, bridging 2 worlds that had long been separated by distance and misunderstanding. One of the most significant aspects of Marco's travels was his exploration of the Mongol postal system, known as the Yam. This network of relay stations allowed for rapid communication across the empire, a feat that was unprecedented at the time. Marco Polo utilized this system to travel efficiently, but he also recognized its potential for trade and diplomacy. He noted how the Mongols had unified vast territories under a single banner, promoting stability and fostering economic growth. This insight would later influence European leaders who sought to understand the dynamics of power in Asia. As Marco continued his travels, he found himself in the company of various rulers and dignitaries. He served as an envoy for Kublai Khan, undertaking diplomatic missions that took him to regions like Tibet and India. His encounters with different cultures deepened his understanding of the complexities of governance and the importance of cultural exchange. He witnessed the splendor of the Indian subcontinent, with its rich traditions, vibrant colors, and diverse religions. Marco was particularly taken by the spiritual practices of the people, observing the coexistence of Hinduism and Buddhism, and the profound impact of these faiths on daily life. After nearly 2 decades of exploration, Marco Polo returned to Venice in 1295. His homecoming was met with both celebration and skepticism. The tales he spun of his adventures were met with disbelief by some who found it hard to fathom the grandeur he described. Yet Marco's accounts, later compiled in the Travels of Marco Polo, would become a cornerstone of travel literature, inspiring countless explorers and adventurers. His vivid descriptions of the East opened the eyes of Europeans to the possibilities that lay beyond their borders. Marco Polo's legacy extended far beyond his lifetime. His writings served as a bridge between East and West, influencing the age of exploration that followed. Explorers such as Christopher Columbus and Vasco da Gama drew inspiration from his accounts, using them as guides in their quests for new trade routes and territories. Marco's observations about the wealth of the East, particularly in spices and silks, fueled the ambitions of European nations, leading to an era of exploration that reshaped global trade. Moreover, Marco Polo's experiences highlighted the importance of cultural exchange. His interactions with diverse peoples and his appreciation for their customs fostered a greater understanding of the interconnectedness of humanity. The world was becoming smaller, and Marco's journeys were instrumental in laying the groundwork for future interactions between cultures. His writings emphasized the significance of tolerance and curiosity, urging readers to embrace the richness of diversity. Throughout his life, Marco Polo remained a figure of intrigue and mystery. His tales were embellished and romanticized, leading some to question the veracity of his accounts. However, the essence of his narrative, his insatiable curiosity, his adventurous spirit, and his desire to connect with others, resonated with generations to come. He became a symbol of exploration, embodying the spirit of discovery that defined an era. In the centuries that followed, Marco Polo's influence endured. His legacy was celebrated in art, literature, and scholarship. His name became synonymous with adventure, and his journeys were immortalized in maps and stories. The Silk Road, once a mere trade route, transformed into a symbol of cultural exchange and interconnectedness, a testament to the enduring impact of Marco Polo's travels. In the modern era, as globalization continues to shape the world, Marco Polo's legacy serves as a reminder of the importance of understanding and appreciating diverse cultures. His journeys remind us that curiosity and exploration are intrinsic to the human experience. The world may have changed dramatically since Marco's time, but the fundamental desire to connect, learn, and share remains constant. As we reflect on Marco Polo's life and journeys, we are reminded of the power of storytelling. His narratives transcended time and space, inviting readers to embark on their own journeys of discovery. The legacy of Marco Polo is not merely in the places he visited or the cultures he encountered, but in the spirit of exploration that he embodied. A spirit that continues to inspire us to seek out the unknown, to embrace diversity, and to forge connections across the vast tapestry of humanity.